Hello, it's Leslie here. Today I thought I'd do something a bit different and look at a song lyrics. I was watching Sodержanki, this is Gold Diggers series on Stan, I think it is, and I'm up to season 2. So I found this song that they use. This song, Pozови, меня, собой, like Take Me With You, it actually started as a poem, I think, in the 90s or something, or even before that. And then it was made popular by a singer then in the 90s. And this is a remake that I'll share with you, which I think is pretty cool. And I'm going to look at the lyrics and do my best to translate them for you. So let's have a look. So, she says, well, I'll just continue it a bit more. Тебя уносит, ветер злых перемен. Снова от меня ветер злых перемен. Тебя уносит. So, she says, again, this is Снова, is again, от меня, that's away from me. От is like away, от меня. The wind, ветер, is wind of evil changes. And then she says, Тебя, уносит, that's like takes you away. So again, the evil wind of change takes you away. Оставив, даже, тени, взамен. And it says with, not with не оставив is like not even leaving. Like I think I mentioned that in another song, не оставив и следа. So not even leaving me with a shadow in return. И он не спросит, может быть, хочу, улететь я с тобой. And so it says here, and he doesn't ask, maybe I want to fly away with you. Like улететь, улететь is, the u is away, улететь. And then now it's got with you, Savoy. Now the song title is Savoy. I was a bit confused by this because the song title Pozови, меня, собой, I didn't know who that's with. It called me with you, with me, with you, because Savoy is like whoever's the subject of the sentence is it's referring to. So, but because this is an imperative, I was very confused myself whether Savoy is me or you or what. But anyway, there you go. So. Желтый осенний листвой. This is in what's the case? Let me have I've forgotten the case and what it's called. I mean, instrumental case. I should have known that, but I have a lot of words and things from other languages, so sometimes I forget the grammar. Instrumental case. So I think listva is actually foliage. You can have a look at that. Let me have a look. I will confirm it with you. If you type in, I use this Google Translate and on my app all the time. If you type in leaves and then foliage. See, listya is leaves and listva is foliage. So this is actually like with yellow autumn leaves, and in other like translations it's like or as. If you look at, we're looking at another page here. Lyrics translate up here is a good site to go to. Now, if you see how this is translated, yeah, it says "Желтый осенний листвой, like autumn leaves." Now you see, there's a lot of different translations. It's open to interpretation, and so I'll come back to that in a minute. So, then she says, a bird behind a blue dream. So za is like for, or, yeah, I would say it's for. And so now the chorus. Call me with you. So я приду is like I will come, приду, I will, or yeah, I'll come to you, sort of thing. Skvoz, I actually had to look this word skvoz up, and it's through. I don't know why, I've never heard it before. Zlые ночи is like evil nights. So she says, "Я отправлюсь за тобой." So this is kind of like I'll go out. It's kind of like отправлять is similar to like send, отсылать, I think, and it's like it sort of means I'll go after, I'll send it after you, type of thing. Now this next sentence, I'm not even going to really try to translate this because I don't think I know enough Russian to translate it accurately. But I do think from what I've seen in the other lyrics, some people don't know enough English to translate it accurately. So anyway, we'll go to what she says here. So I think that's probably the hardest sentence to translate. Чтобы is like for, it's like in order to, чтобы, in order to. Then put is like the way or path. Меня is to me. Ni is neither. Proročil is prophesized. So I'm going to show you just how it is. Like if you look at this same, I'll zoom that in a bit. If you look at this same sentence, where is it? Чтобы путь меня не пророчил. This version 5 says, and it doesn't matter what road predicts for me. The Anglosky one says here, no matter what the road promises. Another person's translated, whatever would prophets say in the way. This person here said, notwithstanding all oracles. I think that's a bit off. Despite what is predicted in my journey. Here it says here. And this other one, and it doesn't. So I think it's kind of like, I'll go after you, and then you can probably try to find the best translation for that. Чтобы, in order for the road to me not to be prophesized. However you want to translate that. I don't think that it's not easy to translate that sentence, is what I'm saying. So if you're a Russian, what do you think? How would you translate that into English? Let me know in the comments. So then she says, я приду туда, где ты. Я приду туда, где ты. I like that line. I'll go back to Google Translate. Here it is here. I'll come where you are, basically. I'll come over to there where you are, where you. Just basically, где ты, where you. It's very blunt. I don't know. So then she says, нарисуешь, I think that's like the perfective. Is it perfective? I think it's in future, like you will in the sky draw the sun, basically. You will draw the sun in the sky. So it's quite a complicated song, and I mean, it started as a poem. So she says, где развитие мечты, that's broken dreams, обретают, I did not know the word обретать. Обретают is gain or regain. I'm not sure exactly, but it's translated here as regain. So where broken dreams regain again the power of heights. Силу высоты. It's powerful stuff. Yeah. So she says, well, this is translating as how many, how much, basically. How much я искала тебя, how much I looked for you. And again, skvoz, through the years. I think skvoz must require this genitive case there, because god becomes goda. It sounds, I actually thought, when I heard it, I thought they were saying something skvoska, like, I thought it was voiska, like war or something. I didn't hear it properly, so it wasn't until let me just pause it for a second. I actually thought I was hearing the word voiska, like troops, but there you go. So it pays to check these things. So where was I? How much I was looking for you through the years. Then that's actually part of the first. In how much I was looking through the years. In this is vtolpje. I didn't know. I hadn't heard this before. Tolpa. This is crowd. In a crowd becomes like vtolpje. They put the e on the end, and then in a crowd. Prahojik is of passers-by, of passers-by. Prahojik, I've forgotten the actual passers-by. Wait a second. Anyway, I was looking up I think it's nominative case of passers-by, because sometimes you don't know these endings. Prahojie is passers-by. Anyway, we know it's like passers-by plural because there's like X ending there. Anyway. So she says, думала, I thought, and like we know it's like a woman because it's ending in a. I thought you will be with me, navisikta, like that's forever. It's kind of strange because in English we'd say it in the subjunctive, I think, the mood, like I thought you would be, but they say I thought you will be with me, and sometimes I've even heard them say in the present, even I thought, and then present. But anyway, so that's how it is. And then she said, "Noti uhodish." That's but you left, or you're leaving. Sorry, yeah, I suppose it's present tense. Leaving away. Is away. I like that part because in the series she's singing that, and then she's kind of like the former mistress, and the oligarch doesn't know what it is. This translates as you. Basically, he doesn't notice her in the crowd, and that's what this line is. You don't. Teper is now. You now in a crowd don't. I would say don't recognize. Znaешь is to know. Uznaешь. Well, znaешь is you know. Uznaешь is you recognize. So nie uznaешь is you don't recognize. Znać, uznać. Anyway. So you now, in a crowd, don't recognize me. And yeah, that's what I'm saying. In the official soundtrack, because this version here that I'm showing you here is, I think this is a special version that the videographer took without the other sound effects. But in the series, yeah, he's not recognizing us. That's kind of very cool. So I kind of like the way she sings this. I think it's better than the original version in the 90s. I'll link to that where you can see the original singer who made this popular. I kind of feel this is a very poignant, painful way of singing. And you can hear a bit her pain in her voice. And she almost sings it a bit off key. She can sing high and low, but I think she's kind of playing with the way she sings here. I like it. I like it, this version. This particular one has 296,000. But if you look at this one over here, this is the official one that has some speaking in it from the series. This is a cover. This has 33 million views on it, which is a lot for a cover. So, now I've forgotten where I was at. So we'll play that again, that part, because so she says, Только is only, как is like, Прежде is like previous, or well, I'll have to probably look that up, word exactly what that means. You can probably do it better like this if you separate it out. Before. Прежде. Before. Previous is... We can look up previous. I do this all the time to look up exactly how... Предыдущий. Предыдущий. Well, it's probably... I'm not sure, but anyway. Как прежде любя. She's more or less saying, and then she says, Я отпускаю тебя. That's like, I'm letting you go. Well, отпускаю, to let go, I guess. She's basically saying, only because I loved you before, or previous love, I'll let you go. Almost like, well, you know, sometimes you have to do that. And then it's back to the chorus. So she says, каждый раз, every time. Как только is actually as soon as. Как, like, is только only, but this как только, I think, is as soon as. Спускается, I had to look this word up. It means descends itself. This is the ts ending reflexive. The s is one of those prefixes that kind of means going down. Well, you could look it up on its own. Descends. And then sometimes I do this and delete the prefix to see how it changes the word. Пускается starts, it says, you know. And then I'll do things like this and change the word and see how what happens when you пускать, let in, you see. Anyway, so we'll go back. That is how to learn like the exact translation. So she says, every time, as soon as night descends, and I like the way she sings quietly, almost whispering here. So, na spящий город is, I would say, na is on, not to. But anyway, na, on the sleeping city. So, she says, I run. Из дома is from. Из дома. This is another like genitive case. Из дома. Бессонного is sleepless. Away from. Бессонного. Прочь is away. I didn't know what that word meant. But if you look it up on its own, not in a sentence, like this, on its own line, it means away. Прочь. Well, so, let's continue. В тоску и холод. Тоска. This is one of those strange prepositional Russian words which is from the other case which I learned about that has kind of become a bit extinct or something. This should actually be E. This should actually be, if you follow the rules, this should be like this. But some things like have this U ending in the prepositional when it should be E. So welcome to Russian. It's very tricky. Toska, the original word, toska. This, I had to look this up. It means different things. Yearning, melancholy, sadness. I'm not exactly sure the exact translation. What, if you're Russian, what does toska mean? So, she says in a yearning type of sadness. Oh, should I put that back? So, then. Я is I, ищу, I'm looking. Среди, this is, I think, among. Again, снов is again. Wait a minute. No, sorry, it's not. Снова is, I think, again. Снов is dreams. Безликих is, well, she's saying among безликих is faceless dreams. This is in, I think, genitive case, is it? Тебя, you. So I'm looking for you among faceless dreams. But in, adore, of a new day. Yeah. Nova. Well, I don't know if it's another. Other. Yeah. Well, there's various ways to translate that. So, sorry, I thought I paused it then. Yeah, I am again. Idu is like I'm going, or I go. Idu. I again go without you. Bez Тебя, without you. This is turning into a very long video. So there you go. I think then.
Позови меня собой. Я приду сквозь злые ночи. Я отправлюсь за тобой. Чтобы путь мне не пророчил, я приду туда, где ты нарисуешь в небе солнце, где разбитые мечты обретают снова силу высоты. Позови меня собой, я приду сквозь злые ночи, я отправлюсь за тобой, чтобы путь мне не пророчил, я приду туда, где ты нарисуешь в небе солнце, где разбитые мечты обретают снова силу высоты.
It's very powerful stuff. I really like it. It amazes me that it has 33 million views on the official one. If you go to the official one, oh bloody ad. If you go to the official one, it's a little bit different. You'll get the you'll get like people talking in it.
Значит, я твой вызов. Самое сложное.
So that's why I prefer the videographer's version. I think it's really cool. Anyway, that's all I have time for you today. Yeah, I will do maybe a couple more songs in the next few months. I'll see whether it's more popular or not. So that's all I have time for. Thank you for watching. Bye.